breath and also about the core, your center. Bringing the elbows up and circling them round. Just going a little bit deeper. So you want to be aware of your bracing of the abdominals, your pelvic floor if you can, lifting it up. When you remember, always be aware, just as you can, and being centered, your weight evenly distributed throughout the feet, the soles of the feet. And then bring the one arm up, big circle. Inhale, exhale in your own time, no real breath pattern, just while we're warming up. And then bring the other, this arm forward, other way. Try and keep your hips center, and then taking your arm, traveling it back the other side. Just seeing how everything feels. And then bring the arm forward. Opening up, loosening off the joint, the shoulder joint, opening up into the chest. And now I want you to take it. Open and close with these arms, squeezing back with the arms. 2 more. 1 more. And then just rotate the palms up, the palms down. Lift and lower, and lift and lower. Just 4, 3, 2. Palms down, palms facing the back, thumbs down, little pulses back. 4, firing up these shoulders. Nice, little pulses. 4, 3, 2. Side bend. So take one arm in front, then one arm behind. Again, in front, behind. Now swap it round. The other arm behind, the other arm in front. Feeling that waist lift away. Belly still nice and controlled. 2 more. Last one. Coming back, hands onto the hips and circle the hips round. Loosening everything off. I'm softening in the knees. And then go around the other way. Nice. And now just tuck the tailbone under, squeeze on the bottom, and then arching into the back. So you're going to go through that ABC. So point A is all the way forward, a real tight squeeze on the bottom. C is all the way back, arching into the back. Everybody is different in their neutral spine. And it is that midway point from the real arch and the real tuck forward, that midway point. I want you to find that there next time. Holding it here. And now everybody and each day is different. You might find that you've got a slight curve a little bit more than yesterday, or you might find that you can tuck your tailbone under just a little bit more, light squeeze at the bottom, pulling in the tummy, and keep it there. Lift and open and center and down. So I just wanted to do a shorter warm up, not necessarily choreographed, being aware of how to find your neutral spine, and always think about doing it standing, and then when you're lying down, when we come to tabletop, and you can travel that through into shoulder bridge. So just being aware now, squeezing of the shoulder, taking your focus almost into the upper body, but also still keeping nice and tight and engaged. Side bend. This time, just slide the hand down and up. Take it over. Nice. 2 more. Last one. Picking your right leg up and then just circle the ankle round. Working into that ankle joint and then go round the other way. A little bit of balance and then heel and toe. Heel and toe. tap the toe forward and then travel it round to the back. Tap forward and behind. And tap behind. So working into a little bit of the hip. Working as well into the balance. And if you've got a ball, oh, that's because I looked. You can kick it out of the way. 2 more. 1 more. Coming centre. Pedal push. Coming onto the toes. Softening down into the feet. 4, 3, 2, other leg. So really still thinking about growing tools. Go around the other way with the ankle. Point and flex the foot. Keeping that balance. So keeping the balance really does involve engaging your core, squeezing on the bottom, being strong in the thighs, tap and semicircle, and through. Tap, semicircle. Thinking of that control and the balance. And the breathing just comes. 1 more. Pedal push. Good. Releasing off into there. Nice. I'm just going to move you straight to the floor. And as I say, grab a cushion, grab a green ball, have a little drink of water if you need to, a band, and join them. So we're going to use the ball behind us, but not yet. So first we're going to start into mermaid because I want to open up into the hips. Now of course, you can sit and prop yourself up on a cushion, just on one side if you're finding that it's just, you're needing to lift yourself up a little bit. If this mermaid is not comfortable, you can take one leg out, both legs out and sit on a cushion. And but if you can, mermaid is great for opening up into these hips. If you find your knee needs a little bit of support, pop the ball underneath. So get yourselves comfortable in whatever feels right for you. Okay, so I'm going to leave the ball and the band and the cushion there. Flexing into the feet, opening up into this hip, and hold. And I just want you to roll the shoulders. So you're not kind of leaning over this way. You want to really try to counteract and push this knee away. Stretching up through that waist. Nice. And then just take the head from side to side. So I just want you to settle here. And then take the ear down. Over to the other side. Just taking it nice and steady. And again, finding the breath. Engaging into your core. Holding your head over one side. Take the hand on top and ease that over. Feeling that stretch. Now what you can do is you can circle this arm to loosen it all off. Or you can keep the arm, the hand onto the shoulder. Just trying to release off any tension in the neck, because we don't want any tension going forward into these exercises. And then release that down, release the head, and then just take it over to the side bend. Over one way, and clearly harder the other side. Still keeping grounded in the bottom, growing tall up through that spine. One more. Holding it over one side, and then the other side. And then with this arm, take it to the knee, and feeling that stretch. And now a gentle pull on that knee. If you've got your legs straight, you want to take it further to the side. And so you're really feeling the stretch going on in that shoulder. Still keep grounded with these knees. And now just take yourself round a little bit. Take the head with you if you can. And we pull on the knee. I can feel it in my shoulder. blade, and then release it there. Nice. Hold it here, one last time, and then just come forward. And if you can, turn round to this knee, do a press up. And then coming round and reach. I just want you to do 4 of these. 3. And reach. 1 more. Coming center. And you're going to swap to the other side. So just switch round. Now you can loosen off here if you wish. Otherwise we're going to switch to the other side. Take the knees over to the other side. Good. Adjust yourself. And this side. Okay, so holding it here, get settled down, really feeling that stretch. This side might feel completely different. Just take your hips from side to side. Sitting nice and tall. Holding it center. Hand. Pull on the knee. Putting on the head gently. Holding with the other hand. And again, you might find you want to circle the full arm, or just keeping that hand to the shoulder. Any tightness, settle it off, and then come round the other way. Nice. Hold it here, hand comes down, and then reach over each side. Each side might feel, one side might feel tighter than the other. Holding it over this side. Grab hold of the knee if you can. If not, take it up a little bit higher. Much tighter for me this side. And I'm applying some pressure. I'm lifting my chest up. I'm feeling the stretch coming in the top of the back. And then I'm just going to add a little bit of resistance as well by turning the head. Ooh. Bellies are in. Hold it there. Release. Press ups. So taking the hand down. Press up. And then reach. Press up. Reach. Good. One more. And coming forward. Nice. Pick the knees up, pick the feet up, and then just take the knees from side to side. Taking your arms behind you, just to releasing off any of that tightness in the hips again. It's always really good to opening up the hips, to release off any tension so that we can then work effectively into our core. So from here, grab a ball, pop it behind you, and again, sit on a cushion or keep the cushion. If you haven't got a ball, pop the ball cushion behind. Tap it in, holding it here, feet nice and centered, and as always, belly button towards the spine, take behind the knees if you need to. Curl and roll and press that lower back into the ball, and then lifting up. Really find that C shape into the spine, but try not to tuck the chin in towards the chest too much. And lift. And down. Lifting up. Chest nice and tall. And then only when you're ready, taking that little bit more pressure, lifting up, coming back down. Start to add the upper body. Really thinking about your technique. Really thinking about keeping everything nice and smooth. Lifting and rising. Feet to the floor. Lower down. Press. And reach. Just give me 2 more here. One more. Hold this time. Otherwise, hold it here. Little pulse. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Little shimmy. So use the arm and the shoulder. Little bounce. And 4, 3, 2. Fantastic. Legs out straight. Lifting up. Taking the arms wide. And then crossing the center. Extend. And cross. So you're just giving your spine a nice twist and some rotation. 2 to go. 1 more. Good. Hold it here. Take the ball. Pop it between your knees. And we're going to go again with a half roll back. If your backs, for whatever reason, feel they need the ball still, put the ball behind. Otherwise, you can take your fingertips behind the knees and lower down. I want you to think about the focus on squeezing the ball, activating into the inner thighs, pelvic floor. Lower down as far as you feel you want to go. And if you can, add the upper body. Lower down nice and slow, only as far as you feel, lifting up, squeezing that ball. Now again. Squeeze, lift. So feeling these thighs, hip flexors are really having to kick in as well as your thighs. And you've only got 2 more after this. Think about the breath, don't hold the breath. Exhale. And hold it here. Grab hold of the ball, let the legs come nice and long. Keep the ball to the chest and just a little twist here. Twist. And twist. And releasing that off. Putting the ball beside you. Grabbing the cushion if you need, and keeping the band up here when you need, and gently just roll down. Take behind the knees if you need to. Hold, slowly lower down. Bring the knees into the chest, and just release off any of that in the lower back. Good, and then just place one foot down, and then the other foot down. Come into your neutral spine, so you're going between that point A and point C, and it's that halfway point where you just feel comfortable with your back. It's not completely arched. You haven't got your chin tucked back. The chin is nice and tight towards the chest, and you're feeling that your spine is all in a lovely straight line. It's not arched, it's not all the way tucked forward, and opening up into the shoulders. Settle the hands down and just give me a leg slide. Slide one leg away, drawing it back in, really thinking about using your core. Really think about when you're drawing it back in, use the thigh, but more importantly, switch on your center. Inhale. Exhale as you draw the leg back in. So when you exhale, you're really wanting to think about that belly button, really tightening. The belly is really being nice and strong, and you're being supported with the lying down on the floor. Go again. Extend. Bring that leg back in. Now can you add? Same arm to leg. Extend it. Feel that reach. Draw that hand back in. Go again. More. Last one. Now both arms, both legs if you can. Slide the legs away, both arms. Might be difficult on carpet, or draw the legs back in. Really think about not arching into the back. Lower the legs. Flex. Draw the legs back in. You've got 2 more like this. You might feel you want to stay with just that single leg. Don't arch this back. Keep everything nice and tight. Squeezing up. Last one. Extend. that belly in, bring the knees all the way in here, and just loosen up. Bring the feet back down towards the floor. Progressing that level, one next level. Just lifting alternate knees off the mat, feet off the mat. And again, alternate arms or same arm to leg. I'm going opposite this time, just to get my brain to fire up a little bit. Different muscles working. And again, you take everything at your own pace. Nice. Give me a couple more. One more. Next time, hold the leg up. Lift that hand to the ceiling. Let the other knee come to join it. Lift the other hand up to the ceiling. You've progressed into full tabletop now. And please, if this doesn't feel comfortable or doesn't feel right for you today, pop the feet down and go back to just leg lifts. Same arm to leg. Extend. Or you can just do a little tap. And then bring it back up. Control. Precision. Flow. And breath. Breathe out as you bring the leg back in, drawing that leg back in, really focus on keeping that tummy strong. Again, too much, you take it down a level. You've only got 3 more. 2 more. Last one. Hold the knees in, give them a little hug. Good. I want you to keep your legs wherever you feel it's a little bit of a challenge, where your back feels comfortable. That might be the feet on the floor. We're going to do a little bit of upper body. So you're going to take your arms to the floor. So you've got a square. And you're just going to bring into pec deck and release. So we're just isolating into the lower back, into the tummy. Working a little bit into these arms, upper body, being supported by the floor. One more. Hold the arms down and then just take one arm down and the other arm up. So you've almost got that little effect of sort of like a windscreen wiper. Keep the knees nice and still. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Both arms up to the ceiling, little clap, take the arms wide. And again. And of course, those of you who want to progress and do this workout again might want to find that they might want to add some weights. One more. Both arms behind the head, control, draw the arms back. Just 3 more. Nice and controlled, brilliant. 2 more. 1 more. Fantastic. Bring the knees in. Give your knees a little bit of a rock forward and back. Wonderful. Feet down. Grab your band. And we're going to do a full roll up. So you might find you'd rather put the band in both feet, settling them down to the floor. Elbows to the floor, hands are lifted. Chin comes to the chest. Squeeze. Lift. Press the arms behind. Give me a bicep curl for 4, 3, 2, last one. Roll down. Flex into those heels, nice and controlled. Nice and smooth. Settle the head and go again. Not the head, not the chin. Inhale, breathe out, breathe out. Control, lift. You'll get up. 4, triceps this time. 3, 2, last one. Cut it down. Really think about articulating that spine as you're lifting and lowering. Chin, lift, squeeze, coming up. Bicep curl alternate. 1. To sitting up nice and tall. 2, 3, and 4, lowering down. I said half an hour, didn't I? We've got just a couple more exercises, if you're okay with that. Forward fold, press the arms behind, hold it there and stretch into those hamstrings. Flexing into those feet, feel the length. Coming forward. Brilliant, release. Taking the band off the feet. And you're just coming over onto your knees. Now if that's not comfortable for you, you can stay on the floor. We're just going to do the cat and cow. And if you don't want to come onto the knees, just hug the knees in towards the chest. But we're going to move through here just to release off anything in the back. So we're arching, almost that pelvic tilt, isn't it? So that you're coming right up. Push that bottom away. Looking up. Lifting. Rounding that back. Coming all the way through. Now lift feet off the floor. Isolating a little bit more into that core to balance and to stabilise. Rounding up. When you come through, just look and take the toes to one side. The feet to one side. And then back centre, go into cat. Rounding up, coming through, and then take the feet to the other side. See how each side feels very different. Rounding up. Breathing out. One more. Coming now onto your tummies. Lowering yourself down, using a cushion if you need to for your support. Hands come to the side. We're just going to lift alternate legs off the floor. Pressing the abdominals into the mat. Lifting. Keeping the hips in contact, keeping the forehead down, isolating into that bottom, pulling that belly in, and breathing, lifting the whole of the leg, not just bending at the knee. Give me 4 more, and lower, good squeeze. 3. So we're working into the lower back, we're strengthening and also into the bottom. 2 more. 1 more. Keep the forehead down and just lift alternate arms off the floor. Squeeze and down and squeeze. So I'm just lifting the whole of the arm, keeping the forehead down as I'm lifting alternate arms off the floor, not together yet. And now lift both arms off the floor. Keep the forehead down, lift and lower. I'm trying to squeeze and warm that between your shoulder blades. Keeping these arms in square. Squeeze. The tummies are tight, obviously. You haven't relaxed that. 2 more. 1 more. And release that off by bringing the hands into underneath your chest. Slowly lifting up, pulling that belly in, drawing that belly in, coming round and sitting back into that shell pose. Hold it here. Coming onto your side. Now you might find you want the ball underneath your waist just to support you. Coming onto your elbow, bending at the knee, hips stacked one on top of each other. And I'm just going to hold my arm up, or you can take it to the temple. You're extending that top leg, and I'm just bringing the knee into the chest and reaching over. So working a little bit into that side, reaching it over. But you've got the support, but don't lean lifting both straight arm and leg up to the ceiling. Just 2 to go. 1 more. Holding it over, foot comes down, reaching up into that waist, lifting off that ball if you can, stretching over, and switch to the other side. Other side, side lying, support yourself on the elbow, feet together. Extend that leg and lift, knee to elbow, knee, and reach, knee in, and reach over. Good, so you're really thinking about extension into that leg and crunching into the waist. And reach. In. And reach. 2 to go. And reach. 1 more. And then you might find you can just progress just for 4. Straight arms. Try not to sink into the shoulder with the head. Keeping it up. And 2 more. Lift. So last bit. 1 more. Hold the foot down. Stretch into that waist. Feel the length coming over. And release. Pushing off. Coming to seated. Take the soles of the feet together. Round the back if you need to, and butterfly the legs, the feet, the knees. Keeping it here. Another little stretch at the back. Straighten one leg, tuck the other foot in. Pop the ball underneath your knee if you need to support the knee. Take the leg if you need to out to the side. Slide one arm down, taking it over. And reach it back. And now, of course, you can take the ball as a focus. And if you need to wrap the band round, you can do that as well. Just to develop into that stretch a little bit more. So you can have lots of things going on, lots of toys being used, if you wish. Two more. I ignore her, she might ignore my cushion. 1 more. Holding it over. Into the elbow. Opening up into the back. Really lovely stretch. What's it doing? Okay? I don't think that's right. Coming back. Releasing off that band and then taking it over to the other side. You've got the cushion. Down at that elbow. And I'm having a little light pressure on the ball. Change sides. Fantastic. We can progress that stretch a lot deeper, but just for today, keeping it nice and simple. And again, taking that arm over. And try and pull on that band as well. Feel that lovely stretch in the lower back. 1 more. Holding it over. Opening up into that elbow. Pull on the band if you need to get a really good hamstring stretch as well. Releasing it off. Coming forward. So you should feel that in the top of the back now as you're reaching the arm down. And release. Both hands, band round both feet. Coming forward. Pulling on the band, feeling that stretch in the back of the legs. Bellies are in. Pulling on the band. Now you can stay here, or to come back up to standing. Gradually take the band away, pop it to the side. You can come, bring the knees in, give your back a lovely little hug again. Coming onto the knees. Push back onto the toes. Always have a little stretch onto those toes whenever you can. Really flexing them in, waking the nerves that way, and getting blood flowing into the tips of the toes. Pushing back onto the heels. Pushing your bottom up towards the ceiling. Feeling the stretch. Taking your feet wider if that's comfortable. A little pedal push here. Walk the hands to the feet. Hold that stretch if that feels enough. Circle the arms round. Back round the other way. Sliding the hands up the legs. Slowly rising. Nice and slowly, controlled. Big circle with the arms. Come forward, do it this way. Coming back to center. Feet hip distance apart. Moving forward and back. Being aware of your center. You need to find that pelvic neutral spine. Go through that ABC position again. Squeeze on the bottom. Shoulders back and down. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Settling yourself down. Turn the head from side to side. Taking the ear down towards the shoulder. Closing the eyes. Just being centered. Deep breath in. Hold the hand to the chest. Deep breath out. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Hands come down. And thank you very much. I hope you